Hi, this is Lynn, and welcome to another Persuasion Byte, bite-sized tips on persuasion that you can use right away. Do you have an important meeting or conversation this week? Here are two things that you can do in advance to create a better outcome. Number one, get clear on the person or people you're going to be speaking with, and you do that by asking yourself some simple questions. First, what's your relationship to this person, if you have one? So what are the things that they like about you or the things that they've struggled with about you in the past? Because leverage the first group and make sure that you address the second. And whether or not you've ever met anybody, you can probably answer these three questions. Number one, what are they afraid of? Number two, what do they want? And three, what's the problem that they need solved that you can help them with? And literally write down the answers to these questions because it'll move it into your from your short-term memory into your long-term memory. The second thing is to take a look at the judgments that you have about them. It could be that somebody has a really whiny voice that's like fingernails on the blackboard to you, and you have a reaction to that. When you identify these triggers, honestly, take a deep breath and choose to let this stuff go so you can be there in the moment and ready to meet your goals. Because that's actually step number two. Come up with a goal for your conversation. Because a lot of us wander into these things, and frankly, that's like going to a town without a GPS. Sooner or later, you could probably find your location, but it's going to take you a lot more time and a lot more wandering around than if you knew exactly where you were going to go, which is exactly what goals do. So in this instance, you probably heard the acronym SMART goals, which stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relatable, and timely. For example, if we're talking about a new business presentation, you could set a goal like, I'm going to have a 1-hour meeting with Stephanie. I'm going to listen closely to the issues that she raises. I'm going to paraphrase them. I'm going to tell good stories about how I've solved this problem for another client. And I'm going to walk away with her inviting me to put together a proposal to work with her. Specific goal. Here's the great thing about this. And you're also going to write this down because sometimes old school really works. What you do when you write it down is you're sending it from your conscious mind into your subconscious mind. And here's why you want to do that. Your conscious mind can only process somewhere between 10 to 40 bits of information per second. But your subconscious mind can actually process like 40 million, which means that it has access to all kinds of information that you consciously don't. But when you write that goal and send it down into your subconscious mind, what happens is it starts chewing on it and trying to come up with ways for you to reach your goal. And you'll notice that suddenly new ideas will surface, things that you could say or do that would increase the chances that you'd actually connect with the person you're trying to do. There you have it. When you have an important meeting or conversation, beforehand, literally sit down and write out, who is this person? What's this person's relationship to you? What does this person want, fear, and the problems that he or she needs to solve? And what are your judgments, and how are you going to bypass those? And then write down your SMART goal, because you'll go in there knowing what it is that you want to accomplish. And when you walk into a room with these two tools, you'll become the most persuasive person in the room. Thanks for watching.